Welcome, Baruch Nation, to your Baruch Bearcats broadcasting YouTube channel for the Baruch Bearcats versus the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. My name is Eddie Sabaga alongside Joe Stolzer. Welcome to the second meeting of these two teams this season. The 5-2 within conference Bearcats face off with the Brooklyn Bulldogs on today, January 28th, Tuesday, 5:30. Joe, welcome.
Welcome. Happy Tuesday, Baruch Nation. Eddie, always good to see you. Eddie, Brooklyn College is a formidable opponent for the Lady Bearcats. They always are. They always are. And what we're looking for is Mia Castillo to continue to add to her incredible legacy, nation's leading scorer in Division III, but she's got a lot of help, and it's really been a consistent offense and defensively, Eddie. The full court press has been creating havoc for opposing teams.
A huge swing for the Bearcats from the beginning of the season, where they started off a little bit slow. Have come back now to have a similar record to the Brooklyn Bulldogs, both with a 9-9 record out of a total within conference, both 5-2. Coming into this game, the Brooklyn Dogs defeated the Bearcats in their last meeting by around 25 points. So looking for a huge swing here, similar to the start of the season until now.
Well, I think that right now, as we get, into crunch time, so to speak, in CUNY, Mia is, again, the star, but she's getting, and we have to emphasize this, she's getting lots of help, and Coach K can really go to his bench and flip-flop. He's got the first unit and the second. Last game, Eddie, the second unit had a right to ship because Mia got into foul trouble, and they were just out of sync. So the first unit sat, and second really righted the ship.
Coming off a win, the Baruch Bearcats, Mia Castillo at 38 points. We welcome you to join us now for the nation's national anthem.
Medine.
And there are your starting lineups for the matchup between the Baruch Bearcats and the Brooklyn Bulldogs. Tip-off shortly. Joe, based on the last meeting, these two teams weren't exactly level playing field. The Brooklyn Bulldogs handled that game from beginning to start. What are you looking to see different, and maybe from who are you looking to see different things?
Yeah, I think, again, it's going to be a heavyweight fight, as always. All these rivalries in CUNY, Eddie, are really tough games. So here's the thing. The team that turns it over less will benefit. And really, how is Brooklyn going to answer Mia Castillo? Okay, those are the kind of things that you should think about. And who's going to help Mia from a Bearcat side? Now, Baruch, Brooklyn is very long, and they're very experienced. And so let's see how Baruch comes out defensively.
Lillianna Morales starting at the front court for the Baruch Bearcats in the place of McRae, and a steal by Andrea Bacarella. And the Bearcats start strong on the defensive end.
Listen, Bacarella is just a difference maker, and she's scoring, Eddie, this year.
Mia Castillo, speaking of scoring, no good there, but leading the nation Division III in scoring this year.
That's right. Now, Mia, if she gets off to a good start, that bodes well for the Lady Bearcats. But we love that defensive stance to open the game by Baruch. And they have to continue to take Brooklyn out of what they want to do. They have a really good post game, and they can shoot the ball.
Definitely one of the keys of the game here is perimeter pressure. As you noticed and noted earlier, as Estrella knocks down a three, the Baruch Bearcats simply cannot match up size-wise to the Brooklyn Bulldogs, led by the Ale Rafat at the center position for the Bulldogs. Shot no good by Bacarella. Rebound by Estrella, no good on the putback. And here come the Bulldogs.
Now the other thing, Eddie, to watch for is points in the paint.
Excuse me, my Morales there.
Points in the paint, that's the key number.
Dior Dorsey, no good on the three. Offensive rebound by Gutierrez. Back out to Kitch.
Castillo with active hands. And Bacarella, that's a great 1-2 punch up.
Good ball pressure there. Two long steps by Anna Kitch, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
By the way, Kitch has always had good games against Baruch. So this is a really tough Brooklyn team. But the thing is, Eddie, home court advantage in CUNY is very big. And, you know, both the men and women at Baruch have done very well defending this home court advantage. And they really need to focus on that. Can't lose at home. Shouldn't lose at home.
Agreed. Anna Kitch goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And a quick 4-0 deficit to start for the Bearcats, looking to come out of this one. Castillo, guarded by Gutierrez. Nice drop off to Morales, and she knocks it down.
Listen, is there anything Mia Castillo can't do, Eddie? What a shuffle pass that was.
And a blocking foul called on the Bearcats. Lillianna Morales tried to draw a charge there. A little too late to the spot.
Well, the Lady Bearcats have to be patient and disciplined. They don't need to get into foul trouble. You know, just let them use their hands and their feet.
Here's Dior Dorsey driving up Bacarella. Gutierrez sizes up a three, no good. Rebound Morales around the tall wings for the Bulldogs. And a foul on the rebound. Bacarella fighting down there and coming out victorious.
Now, Eddie, Brooklyn could shoot the three. So Baruch is going to have to get out there and contest. No easy. Christmas is over. No presents.
Alyssa Leung here, typically a big contributor to this Bearcats offense.
Well, she's the second fiddle to Castillo.
Castillo with a mid-range jumper on the right side. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound, Bulldogs.
Eddie, I told maintenance they have to spray WD-40. on that far rim.
We've seen too many of those. Dior Dorsey gets into the corner, cross-court pass to Gutierrez. Takes too many steps for putting that ball on the floor, going the other way.
There's the great pressure up top by Baruch, which has really worked out for them.
Something we're not seeing early is what we expected is a bit of that paid offense for the Bulldogs with the size advantage. You'd think they'd go there a bit more often, but not the case thus far. Castillo tries to force a pass through to Bacarella, forces his turnover.
Yeah, Mia's got to be a little bit more patient.
Estrella does a cross-court pass to Rafat. No good. Rebound once again by the Bulldogs offensively. And a step-back three from Anna Kitch. Nice move there.
Now remember, Brooklyn can shoot the three. So the Lady Bearcats are going to have to get out there and contest.
Castillo picks up her dribble early in a bit of trouble, gets it up to Leon. Leon gets it to Bacarella on the right wing. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Morales fights for the ball, and it's going to stay Bearcats ball. Good play out of Lillianna Morales.
Now, Brooklyn is very active on defense, so the Bearcats are going to have to decide, do they want to stay in the perimeter or do they want to try and get to the basket?
We've seen a couple second chance points for the Bulldogs now. I think that's another aspect of this game. Matching up size-wise, not on defense, but on the rebounds. Castillo drives in right side, and another turnover. Tough pass. They're clocking up the lanes, Joe.
Eddie, one more dribble, and Castillo would have freed herself without having to throw that pass.
Kitch gets the ball doubled. She gets back to the corner. Out to Gutierrez on the right wing. Sees Rafat open, but a steal by Morales. And here comes Morales from Castillo. Up, no good. Good defense by Gutierrez for the block, and the Bearcats running back on defense. And a good foul to stop Estrella from getting a clean bucket side out of bounds.
Well, Castillo has been so effective in her passes. I mean, she's playing quarterback out there and getting the ball to her receivers and running back.
The second that ball touches the floor, she sees 2 or 3 bodies every time she takes a step into the paint.
She's become so dynamic in her overall game. It's been an honor and pleasure to watch, Eddie, right before our eyes.
Bulldogs did their homework knowing who to double and triple tonight. Gutierrez subs out.
But
Waldvogel takes
to your point, Eddie, Mia's found a way to free herself regardless of the defense.
Estrella gets it to Dior Dorsey. Dorsey looking for a thought. Not going to happen there. Now they get it to her in the high post. Back to Dorsey. Double tough shot. Blocked by Castillo. And here she looks to push now. Goes in on Anna Kitch, decides, hey, let me take the floater right in front of you if you're going to back up on me. Easy too.
You know what? Mia's got to look to score, okay?
Waldvogel wide open for 3 in the corner, no good, and Castillo's pushing again with Bacarella on her right side. Drives in, takes 1 step. Oh, no one running with her.
She needed to just, I know she wants to be a good teammate, Eddie, but when you get in that close, you got to finish.
Rinse and repeat, another miss by Bulldogs. Here comes Castillo on the right side now. Goes up with the right hand, and good. Nice finish. Fight through the contact, and Castillo, right after a bad turnover, comes back and makes up for it.
She's going to take over if need be, okay? She's that good a player that she could take over a game, Eddie.
She's forcing the issue now on the defensive end. Looking to push the pace, not letting the Brooklyn Bulldogs get their defense set. And a Kitch, top of the key 3, hit one earlier. She's 2 for 2.
Well, that's got to concern Coach K. Anytime that you set your feet, she shouldn't be able to do that.
There's Lolo Idea at top of the key. Nice backdoor cut by Leon for a mid-range jumper, knocks it down. Great play from Idea to Leon.
Idea has been marvelous off the bench for Coach K. She does a little bit of everything.
Bearcats in a bit of a 2-3 zone. Dorsey top of the key now with Castillo. Estrella on the right wing, open for 3. Only backboard that time, picked up by Leon. And here comes Idea.
Brooklyn's getting off the threes, which Baruch has got to nullify.
Leon to Castillo for 3. No good, rebound Kitch. Brooklyn back the other way.
Mia's got to go to the basket. She's been successful.
Kitch is open for 3 again. Key check, not that time. Estrella gets it on the low post. Bounce pass to Rafaci, hits the deck, but Estrella picks it back up and puts it in for 2.
Well, there's the points in the paint, Eddie. Baruch has got to keep that number low.
Castillo walks back down the floor and drills a three in Dorsey's face to cut the lead to 1.
Well, bit of a competition between Dorsey and Castillo, which Baruch Nation, you're being witness to, the rivalries in CUNY.
Here's Rafat now on Idir. Good defense straight up there. Out of bounds, Brooklyn. It's going to be Bearcats' ball. Great defensive stand from Idir there.
Again, Brooklyn's attack is going to be in the paint.
Dondre McRae and Madison Thornton-Lewis check in for Bacarella and Morales.
Coach K doesn't lose anything with these 2 additions.
Castillo catches the ball, shoots a 3, not that time. Fight for the rebound, goes to Brooklyn.
Now, Mia's trying to show off her outside game, but we would like to see her go to the basket.
Spinning pass from Dorsey. Gets it to McMullen, no good. But second chance points once again, Joe, and another opportunity for the Bulldogs. Drop it off to McMullen. Out to Waldvogel for 3, no good. McRae fighting for the rebound with McMullen. Another second chance, third chance opportunity. Now Dorsey, no good. Oh boy, rebound by Amia Daniel, and that's 4 opportunities on 1 possession, Joe.
Eddie, Dorsey traveled, and the referee was right there, no call. But
nonetheless, if you don't want to be in that position, Joe, you got to grab the rebound.
Baruch has got to look and see. Eddie, when you play a pickup game, what do? You look and see where your man is. It's pretty simple. Baruch has got to defend by getting in front of their opposition.
Mary Dolgen and Gutierrez check in for the Bulldogs. Out to McMullen on the left wing. Dolgen posting up, not going to get it that time. Now Waldvogel, top of the key to Daniel. Back to Gutierrez, sees double team, drives in hard, left side. And a foul called, looks like on Dondre McRae, to her disbelief. And that'll send Gutierrez to the line for 2.
The Lady Bearcats have to stop the penetration from the perimeter by Brooklyn. And then they wouldn't get into these foul situations down in the paint.
Gutierrez misses the first one. Joe, what can we expect the Bearcats to do to adjust to the second, third, fourth chance opportunities?
Well, it's really simple, Eddie. Position. At the corner of your eye, where is, the Brooklyn player?
Morales checks back into the game. Instant impact, gets the rebound off the 2 missed free throws and the foul as she stripped it away from the Bulldogs.
And it's all about moving your feet. It's that simple, Eddie. Move your feet to where you have the advantage on the defensive side.
Here's Leung at the top of the key. Trying to get to Thornton-Lewis in the corner. Stop there, so Castillo gets it, sees 2 bodies and then 3. That leaves Thornton-Lewis open for 3, and she knocks it down to take the first lead of the game for the Baruch Bearcats.
Thornton-Lewis has been money when she enters the game, but a great pass from Castillo. And by the way, Morales in for the Lady Bearcats. Has been playing very well as a post player.
McMullen gets Waldvogel wide open on backdoor. Broken down defense there.
That's too easy, Eddie.
It's a tie game at 14. Here come the Bearcats looking to move fast. Leon gets into the mid-range area. Picks up her dribble, loses it. Picked up by the Bulldogs. It's a 3-on-1. Here comes Waldvogel and Castillo. Tipped by Thornton-Lewis to save the easy layup. Back out to Waldvogel and they'll reset. Castillo with a good tip. Picked up by Dolgen.
Brooklyn has traveled a number of times and they've gotten away with it.
That leaves Gutierrez baseline, drives left side, goes in on McRae, and an offensive foul called. McRae draws the charge.
Well,
or a huge defensive stand on a fast break by the Bulldogs.
You know what? I think the ref was trying to make up for some no calls on that one.
Some may say she was moving her feet. Some may say she wasn't.
Yeah, a lot of times now they want to go to the replay and look at it.
14-14 with a minute left to go in this first quarter. Castillo sizes up Dorsey, sees Leung open for 3, wing, good, knocks it down.
Well, Elissa's been doing this her whole career. She does a little of everything.
3-point lead for the Bearcats now. Dorsey, as you said, picking up her foot before that dribble goes down. Travel called.
Right.
39 seconds left to go in this first quarter with a 3-point lead for the Bearcats.
Brooklyn has done that, Eddie, a number of times. Now, the interesting thing is, I think Baruch is trying to figure things out, and it took them almost a whole quarter, that Castillo has help if need be.
Thorin Lewis splits defense on the pass to Leung. Her shot no good. 24 seconds left to go.
Leung was wide open, normally makes that.
Not accustomed to seeing something like that from Leung, but nonetheless, 20 seconds to go. 3-point lead for the Bearcats. A defensive stop to end this quarter. Mary Dolgen wide open, top of the key three, no good. Off of McRae, second chance opportunity for the Bulldogs. Now she grabs the rebound. 7 seconds to go. Castillo running up the floor. Sees 1, 2, 3 bodies. Too many hands, and that's a foul.
You know, when Castillo has gone with that crossover from right to left, it usually frees her. That time there's too much traffic. The story of the first quarter, Eddie, is
Bulldogs had a foul to give there. Side of bounds. Thorin Lewis finds Castillo under the paint and just gets over the rim. No good. The Bearcats went to the second quarter with a 3-point lead, 17-14.
Second chance points, Eddie, sums up the first quarter.
Absolutely, Joe.
For Brooklyn. It's that simple. Now, Castillo, if you look statistically, has been taking a lot of shots. She's not shooting a good percentage, but she's so clutch. And she, again, is going to have to be a big factor here in the second period. And really, Eddie, does Brooklyn have an answer for her at the end of the day?
Absolutely.
I'm not sure.
Joe, I think a couple things to discuss after that first quarter, a little bit more on the negative side. The Brooklyn Bulldogs had 14 total rebounds compared to Baruch's 10, but the stunning part here is Brooklyn had 6 offensive rebounds to Baruch's 2. It's obviously a testament to their size. And going into the second quarter, up 3 with those kind of numbers, the only reason that they're still hanging on is because of these second chance points. The Baruch Bearcats have been hitting all their open shots. Castillo, Thorin Lewis, Leung, all hitting threes. Is it going to stay that way?
Eddie, Coach K simply has to say, it's a cliche, defense is effort. Is Baruch willing to put in the effort to just block out these players so the second chance situation doesn't occur? So again, how much effort do they want to put in? We know what they want to do offensively, but Eddie, can they play a complete game?
A well-balanced offense from the Bearcats in the first quarter. And Castillo with 7, Leung with 5, Thorin Lewis with 3, Morales 2. Let's see if we can keep spreading around the love as the Bulldogs are clearly focusing primarily on Castillo, leaving these other shooters wide open.
Well, she's going to have to decide. Does she want to go with this heavy defense, or does she want to pass?
Castillo missed Thorin Lewis right off the out-of-bounds pass. That leads to a missed floater by Morales, and here come the Bulldogs.
Morales has got to score. She's a very good player, but she's got to score to be that, help that Castillo needs.
Estrella guarded by Thorin Lewis. Looks to size her up, drives right side, kicks it out to Waldvogel for 3 wide open. No good. Here comes the rebound by the Bulldogs. Estrella puts it up and in.
But, Eddie, that wasn't a height thing. That just went into the hands of Brooklyn.
Bearcats looking to push now. Leung. Castillo seeing 2 bodies again. That leaves Leung open for 3. You know what happens then. No good. Rebounded by McRae. The second chance opportunity for the Bearcats. Castillo finds Thorin Lewis to McRae in the low post. Goes baseline. Up and under. No good. It'll stay Bearcats ball. But we like the second chance opportunities for the Bearcats.
Well, the thing is that I don't like the fact that, Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong, Baruch hasn't been to the foul line yet.
That's correct, Joe, and it's something we should have mentioned earlier. Not penetrating enough. Castillo open for a mid-range, and she knocks it down. Yeah, at this rate, they may not have to get to the paint, Joe.
They're going to have to get to the foul line to kind of open things up.
Dorsey takes one step. Can't even believe how open she was. Misses the second shot. And a rebound by the Bearcats. Another second chance opportunity.
It's just the effort by the Lady Bearcats that they're allowing the position of Brooklyn to get that second chance situation.
Leung open for 3 again. Castillo looking to go to her every time if they're going to give it to her. Can't cash in just yet. Loses the ball, does Waldvogel, and the Bearcats get a bailout going the other way.
Well, 19-16, this is a close game, okay? But all we need is a spurt by the Lady Bearcats to kind of open things up. I still think they're trying to figure out this Brooklyn defense, and that's why the score is what it is. But Mia's going to have to become really versatile now in her ability to score.
Play after play, Morales is setting up in the high post. They finally do get it to her, and that leaves Bacarella open. Tough pass to Castillo, stolen by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a turnover that's going to hurt Coach K.
Morales steps back, offer Estrella. She gets an open shot, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs once again. Out to Anna Kitch for three, and she stays hot off the bench to tie the game.
We've seen this before, that Brooklyn could shoot the three. We've seen it. We know it. Now, Coach K can't be happy about the ball finding Brooklyn on the defensive end, on the part of Baruch. So I think that Mia, as the lead, is going to have to rally her teammates to say, we got this game, but we're making it too easy for Brooklyn.
Too many mistakes by the Bearcats, and sometimes it feels like on the glass, not enough effort. You wouldn't know it based on watching the game, but it's actually turnovers are tied 5-5 both ways. It doesn't feel that way, Joe.
And what happens is Baruch is trying to make passes that Brooklyn is really very good at, knowing that these passes are coming, and they're stealing the ball. This is not a team that's not really well coached. Brooklyn's well coached, Eddie, and they have very experienced players. So you're going to have to really find a way to, override this Brooklyn experience.
Bulldogs are only shooting 29% from the floor, and the Bearcats are shooting 36%. But those second chance opportunities are exactly why the game is tied.
That last three by Brooklyn really hurts because she's done that a few times now.
4 for 10 are the Bulldogs to the Bearcats, 3 for 8 from three-point land. Here's Leong now. Morales sets up in the high post. This zone is tight for the Bulldogs. This ball cannot touch the paint.
Well, Baruch has got to swing the ball rapidly.
Bacarella back to Leong. Now gets it to Morales. Morales gets it to Bacarella after his hit. And Leong knocks down a three.
In the zone, you're going to have to move the ball rapidly, set your feet, and get a quick three. Because Brooklyn is really they're on point defensively with that zone.
3-point shooting, keeping the Bearcats in this game. Here's Rafat now drives baseline. That leaves Anna Kitch wide open for three once again. And she does not miss, Joe.
Well, what is it going to take for the Lady Bearcats to find out that this gal is a threat?
Castillo with a nice find to McRae, puts the ball on the floor and kicked out of bounds. It'll stay Bearcats ball.
Right now, the Lady Bearcats have to increase their effort, the willingness to defend. It's not talent, it's effort. That's it.
The Bulldogs have not shown the ability to hit in the paint. So running shooters off the three-point line is going to be very important. Leong finds Morales to Idea, drives in, touches the paint. Now Bacarella open for mid-range, and that one's good as the Bearcats take the lead right back.
Well, Bacarella is one-stop shopping. She does a little of everything, and I feel so happy when she scores because she does so much for this team.
Here's Estrella now. Dorsey top of the key. High post to Rafat. Corner to Waldvogel. Risky pass, stays with them. Castillo now steals the ball. One-on-one with Dorsey. Slows it down. Now to Bacarella. She's wide open. No good. Rebound by Anna Kitch.
Well, that would have been a big basket because it would have separated. See? Instead of a 4-point lead, it's now tied.
Bulldogs get running, and Dorsey knocks down the layup. Idea now to Morales, to Bacarella. Back to Morales, high post. Pump fake, but they say she lifted her foot before that ball hit the floor. Going the other way in a travel call.
Well, Morales has got to help out this attack.
Tie ball game at 24 with 5:56 left to go in this second quarter at the Arc Arena.
Now again, Baruch is going to have to pick it up with their denial.
Here's Waldvogel, high post for Fott. She sizes up for mid-range. That's no good, and a rebound by the Bulldogs. It's Dorsey. Dorsey put back no good. Ideer couldn't handle the rebound, and now Waldvogel picks it up. Here's Estrella driving in right-hand floater, and she knocks it down. Joe, rinse and repeat.
Well, Coach K is going to have a lot to talk about at halftime because the ball is finding Brooklyn, let's face it.
Sounded like a bit of a broken record here, but the second chance opportunities are the difference. Here's Morales in the paint, left open. She can't finish.
Baruch's missing a lot of in-close shots, and it's causing problems.
Castillo on Estrella, drives in hard, no good. Rebound by Morales, and she holds on to it that time. Castillo pushing hard. Ooh, gets by Dorsey. Dorsey with a bit of a chop down over his shoulder, and that'll send Castillo to the free throw line.
That quick push dribble that Mia has frees her every time.
Looking at the replay, Joe, Dorsey didn't make much of a play on the ball there. It came down on Castillo's shoulder, but nonetheless.
Well, once Castillo had that push dribble, she caused the contact, right? If she would have pulled up, Dorsey would have been there, right? So it's that push dribble that freed her.
She forced Dorsey while she was backpedaling to flip her hips, and that just left her in a huge disadvantage.
Right.
Castillo goes 2 for 2 from the line and ties this game back up at 26. Ania Daniel checks in, goes baseline. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound hauled in by Morales, a strong rebound there.
Morales is the post player that Baruch is counting on right now.
Sets herself up in the high post now. Here's Leong to Bacarella. Wide open is Morales, gets it in the paint. Tries to kick it out to Castillo cross court, stolen by Daniel, and here she comes pushing. No one picks up ball. She goes in left side, no good. Could not secure the rebound through the Bearcats. And it's back out to Rafat Anikic.
Well, the ball keeps finding Brooklyn.
Waldvogel gets it to Estrella in the paint. Gets it back to Daniel. Wild shot goes in and one.
Well,
foul on Bacarella, and Coach K is frustrated.
Listen, Brooklyn offensively is not pretty, but they're just getting things going their way. And again, Baruch, it's really, again, about effort. They're gonna have to bear down defensively somehow.
Nia Daniel completes a three-point play the old-fashioned way to take a three-point lead with 4:12 left to go in this first half.
Well, where is Mia?
Mia Castillo doesn't see the pass coming from Ideer. Good idea, but a bit of a miscommunication. Ball goes out of bounds, going the other way.
I would just let Mia handle the ball up court and just go to the basket.
Coach K looking to set up some more technical offense, try and maybe penetrate the paint and get to the free throw line, but to no avail there. Castillo reads the pass, forces a bad pass, and Bacarella steals it. Sees three bodies, takes it anyways on the right side and knocks it down.
Well, that's what it's going to take. Mia's going to have to take over. It's lovely for the passing, but it's not going to work to get this game going for Baruch.
McMullen goes into Morales. Out to Kitch now with Leong on her. Sees a double team. Estrella to McMullen through her legs, and it's going the other way. Good defense by the Bearcats there. They catch a break.
Well, that was the time that the ball didn't find Brooklyn. And what happened is Brooklyn created a wall. I'm sorry, Baruch created a wall, causing that turnover.
That double up top on Kitch forced them to rush their offense instead of setting up as they're usually used to. And Morales takes a wide open mid-range jumper, no good. Bacarella with the rebound. Looks to reset. Here's Castillo on the right wing. Cross court to Leong. Now Ideer, jab step. And she'll reset. Leong sees two bodies. Takes a mid-range. No good. Bacarella fights for the rebound, but it goes to Brooklyn. Mary Dolgen.
Yeah, you know what? Brooklyn's really effective at double teaming in the corners.
McMullen found herself wide open in the paint. Smoked the layup. Castillo gets it to Bacarella, and she's blocked by Mary Dolgen.
You know what? I know Castillo meant well, but she should have just continued to take the ball to the basket. Those passes are risky because Brooklyn is really good at, in the paint defense.
Agreed, Joe. They're clogging up the lanes well. Morales pump fakes Dolgen. She gets her up in the air, and she's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Good play out of Morales there. Smart heads-up play.
If Morales had any kind of low post offensive game, she would be double figures already, Eddie.
Speaking of double figures, Castillo at the 13-point mark, followed by Leung with 8. Thorne Lewis with 3. Morales and Bacarella both with 2 as Morales misses the first free throw, looking to tie up this game.
I'm afraid it's going to take Castillo to really have a big point total game today.
0 for 2 from the line goes Morales. And Kitch on the left wing looking to push the pace. Gets it to Dolgen in the high post. Free throw line jumper. Air ball. Saved by McMullen? No, she stepped on the line, out of bounds.
Well, again, successful defensive stance by Baruch. And 29-28 with 2:30 left. They're going to have to go into the locker room on an up note if they can, the Lady Bearcats.
Rafat checks in for Dolgen here. Thorne Lewis catches the ball on the left wing. Gets it to Castillo. She only sees one body. Now 2. Cross court to Leung. Bacarella, mid-range jumper, rushes the shot. Castillo follows it, though. Offensive rebound to Morales. Blocked, but a foul, and Morales is going back to the free throw line. Let's see if we can cash in this time, Joe.
Castillo's finding people, but the in-close defense by Brooklyn is there. Now, again, I would like Mia to not throw that pass, even though she means well. She's going to have to score.
As Morales banks in the first free throw. I agree with you, Joe. For lack of a better term, you like to see Castillo do it herself there and take it in strong. Send herself to the free throw line more than her teammates.
We don't want to say that, she's not being a great teammate by looking to pass, but the adjustment is she's got to take over.
Missed layup by Brooklyn, and Castillo with the rebound looking to push the pace. She takes it herself. No, she drops out to Morales, and a great play there. Morales finishes the run.
Hey, that was Mahomes to Pacheco. On the run, touchdown.
Chiefs with a 3-point victory over the Bills this past weekend. Here's Rafat for 3. Rims in and out. Estrella with a strong rebound. Back out to Kitch. Blocked by Castillo. Not touched by the Bearcats, but it'll be Bearcats ball nonetheless.
I don't think Coach K wants to watch the first half highlights because the ball has been like on a yo-yo to Brooklyn, no matter what.
2-point lead for the Bearcats now, 31-29. 1.5 left to go in this first half. Castillo gets it, sees 2 buys immediately, drops it off to Morales, finds Thorne Lewis in the right wing. No good. Morales fighting for the rebound, but Anna Kitch picks it up, looking to push the pace. To Waldvogel. Right side on Leung, stopped well. To McMullen. McMullen shuffles her feet. Good pressure by Bacarella, and another travel, as you mentioned earlier, Joe. Bit of a happy feet, huh?
If you're Brooklyn, it's been, a night at the disco.
Here's Leung. Drives in, pulls up her mid-range, and gets hit from behind. That'll send her to the free throw line for 2 more shots. And just like that, Joe, feels like 2, 3, 4 trips to the free throw line since we mentioned it.
Yeah, and it would be nice to get Brooklyn in foul trouble. Let's make it hard on them. I think it was too easy coming out for them.
Agreed, Leung. Quick first step, got her defender behind her, and instead of finishing the drive into the defense, she pulled up straight up, forcing her defender to run right into her. Misses the first, though.
But again, Mia, she's just going to have to be the difference maker going forward here.
Leung knocks down the second, goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Castillo looking to involve her teammates, but doing it herself. This time gets a steal. Leung to Bacarella, back to Leung, to Castillo. Around the corner we go, no good. 50 seconds left to go to good possession and defensive stand from Castillo. Daniel finds Kitch in the paint. Mismatch with Leung, but she shuffles her feet, and they're having a dance party on the floor, Joe.
I'm telling you, there's some good clubs in Brooklyn. Fantasy Island on Quentin Road used to be a real popular dance place. I'm sure Brooklyn, if it's still open, might frequent it on the weekend.
Castillo high post, Thorne Lewis on the right wing. Perfect play. Not that time. Rebound by Dorsey. Mia looking to a little press here. Castillo with the steal. One-man wrecking crew. Is Castillo goes right side. Around the rim and out. Back to Castillo for a mid-range jumper. No good that time as well. Good play by Morales to get the rebound.
He's doing everything, but the ball's not dropping.
5 seconds left to go. Waldville will go out to Kitch for a deep three. And that'll end the first half. The Bearcats end on a strong note. 32-29. Bearcats lead going into the second half, Joe.
Well, you know, what can we say, Eddie? It's points in the paint. Baruch has got to get better at nullifying Brooklyn's ability to just dominate, even if they didn't score. The ball found their hands too often.
Fast-paced game, Joe. I mean, I think we saw one timeout combined.
Yeah.
Aside from the break between quarters, one timeout called, and both coaches seem to be happy and upset at the same time with how their teams are playing. High, fast-paced, high-scoring nonetheless.
But great scorers, as Michael Jordan would say, you know, he took so many shots and missed so many shots. Mia has to keep shooting. And that's just the way it is when you're a great player. So it's going to be a really interesting second half on, does Brooklyn have an answer for Mia? If not Mia, who's going to step up for the Lady Bearcats? And it comes down to points in the paint defense by the Lady Bearcats. Can they stop this Brooklyn getting the ball by just standing there? So Coach K, I bet she's already screaming, we have to pick up our effort.
Stars of the game, first half statistics. Mia Castillo goes 5 for 13 from the floor, 13 points to go along with her 3 assists, as well as 3 turnovers, Joe. So again, that effort being put in to involve her teammates.
Well, she's doing it all.
It's going both ways.
You know, it's a pleasure to watch her because she's going to help you in even, you know, giving out the uniforms. That's what's got a teammate. She is. She's not the problem. The problem, defensive effort. And how does Baruch offensively, you know, really find a way if Brooklyn's playing that zone? Morales is going to have to score underneath the foul line. Bacarella's going to have to score because they're giving her the shot. And, you know, these are plan B, C, D for Baruch.
The main beneficiary of Castillo's passing, Alyssa Leong, 3 for 7 from the floor, 9 points, all threes, I believe. Oh, my mistake. 2 for 4 from the three-point line, free throw as well. So Leong, the main beneficiary, and Joe, I think a big part of this is going to be Morales moving forward, as you mentioned. Castillo, ball top of the key, sees 2 bodies immediately. Ball goes high post, and from there it's a little tough to penetrate the paint. However, when Castillo gets the ball at the high post herself, that leaves the 2 front court bodies to come up, and Morales is wide open for a layup. We've seen it 2 times now.
One of the things that the Bearcats got themselves into trouble is they dribbled too much to the corners, and they got a quick double from Brooklyn. So they're going to have to, you know, stay away from that. They're going to have to find ways, Eddie, to score, given what kind of defense Brooklyn is showing. And that's the mark of every game has a different, you know, look. You're going to have to adjust. Coach K can only do so much. But he's relying on these players who every game get to be more veteran-like. And what do you think, Eddie, from what you saw, you know, what do you think Coach K's adjustment will be?
Well, I think something we're going to have to put some focus on, whether we like it or not, is Anna Kitch. Now, she leading scorer for the Brooklyn Bulldogs, 13 points, 4 for 6 from 3. I mean,
that's too many presents.
Coach K, emphasis on the floor. I'm sure he'll go to the locker room as well. Run these three-point shooters off the line. We've seen them get these three-point shots up, and then offensive rebounds get them those points in the paint. But they cannot, at least it seems thus far, they haven't created any offense penetrating themselves. Run them off the line, force them into your bigs, force them into the core of the defense, and let's see if they can create from there, because three-point line has been their best friend tonight.
Contest the 3. That's a battle cry. I don't care if you're playing biddy ball or you're a pro. Contest the three. And I just don't get it that time after time, Bearcats have been hurt by it tonight. Because you know what? If not for those threes, they would have kind of a sizable lead.
That's right, Joe. Let's see how the Bearcats come out of the second half. 32-29 point lead for the Bearcats against the Brooklyn Bulldogs. You're watching the Baruch Bearcats broadcasting YouTube channel. Please, Joe.
Yeah, Baruch Nation, please tune in after the women's game. Another heavyweight bout between the Brooklyn men and the Baruch men. There's a lot at stake, and you just, you're going to get some good ball, obviously, in this game. But please tune in after this game, approximately 7:30.
Should be a great battle, Joe. Thank you for mentioning that, saving my job.
Yeah.
You're watching the Baruch Bearcats broadcasting YouTube channel from the Arc Arena. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting YouTube channel. Alongside Joe Stolzer, Eddie Sabag here. Second half getting ready to tip off. In about a minute and a half to go. Joe, coming out of the first half, what are we looking to see? We spoke about it earlier. What are the 3 main points we're looking to find here?
Yeah, Lady Bearcats cutting down on the success of loose balls on, second attempts. Contest the 3. Stop Brooklyn from being, having open shots.
Defensive
very
energy.
open. And yeah, defensive effort. Okay. Offensively, Castillo may have to just take this game over. And if she scores 40, so be it. Okay. Because you know what? God bless her. She's got an incredible future. But while she's here, there may be games where she has to just dominate.
Joe, I don't think anybody in the arena would be complaining if that's how the Bearcats, quote-unquote, had to win with
right.
the Castillo 40-point
Listen,
win.
it's a blessing to have a student athlete like her. As good as they have been throughout the years here, she is by far, in a class by herself and only getting better. So, while she's here, let it fly, lock and loaded.
We are set to go for the second half of the Bearcats versus the Bulldogs. As the men's game, as Joe mentioned earlier, coming up at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right after the women's game, as the men start to enter the arena, starting this second half.
Yeah, Brooklyn, always a great rivalry game.
Always some talented players for the Brooklyn Bulldogs, for both the men and the women.
Brooklyn College, Eddie, used to be Division I back in the day. Great campus in Flatbush, Brooklyn.
And here we go. Brooklyn Bulldogs start the half with the ball. Swinging around to Gutierrez on the left wing. Idea. Blocked by Castillo. Bacarella looking to get that ball off the feet of the Bulldogs, and it's going the other way. Good first defensive possession, similar to the first half, Joe. Keeping it off in the second half.
I think Bacarella had some Gatorade at halftime, and she's come out and just ready to do all the things she does every game.
The Bulldogs bringing some serious perimeter pressure to start the second half. Idea wraparound pass to Castillo, bodied by Dorsey, right-hand floater, in and out.
Well,
rebounded by Anna Kitch.
Now this basket needs some WD-40.
Anna Kitch finds herself open, but Castillo blocks the passing lane again, almost a steal, and finally tipped out of bounds. I almost said steal myself by Morales. It'll stay Bulldogs ball, but high energy, just what we spoke about.
Whatever Coach K spoke about at halftime has certainly brought out a different Baruch team.
Keep up that energy, and the Bearcats will bear the fruits of their labor. Blocking the high post pass. There is Castillo. 2 times now. Here's Estrella on the right side. Sees a double team. Blocked by Castillo. The defensive possessions, back-to-back-to-back possessions. Drops it off to Morales on the right side, and she finishes the break. Back and forth. Bearcats defense to offense. Castillo doing it all.
Castillo made it look easy. Beautiful pass that Morales was able to catch.
And an offensive 3 seconds called on Aliyah Rafat. And the Bearcats, all the momentum shifting their way thus far.
Well, it's a difference in effort here early in the second half.
The Young swings it across to Castillo. Now Idea sees 2 bodies immediately, and a rough pass does not get through. Dorsey here on the left side. Goes up, Castillo stays straight up. Great defensive stand. Bodies hit the deck.
There was no need for that errant pass.
And it'll go the possession arrow to the Baruch Bearcats. That feels like 4 straight turnovers, Joe? Might just be.
Well, Brooklyn's a little unsure of what to do. Great pass. I don't know.
By the Bulldogs once again.
Eddie, I don't know if Morales thought that it was for her, but she shied away from catching the ball.
Dorsey pulls up for a little short jumper, no good. Little Idea with the rebound. Castillo now looking to push after going slow the past couple possessions. Brings it up the floor, finds Leung on the right wing. Pump fake. Now Idea, left wing three. No good. Bacarella with the rebound, my mistake. Now Castillo, put back, rims in and out. Fight for the rebound. Stays with the Bulldogs.
Well, a lot of chances for Baruch.
High energy all over the floor now, coming out of the locker room for both teams. Here's Gutierrez on the right side. Hits the deck, no good. But Rafat with the rebound, and she puts it back up and in. Coach K begging for a timeout. Officials don't seem to hear him or don't call it at all, but finally does get it.
Well,
30-second timeout.
Eddie, sometimes I wonder about the contact lenses on the officials as well as the hearing apparatuses. Sometimes there's a lot to be desired. But listen, Coach K could be happy about the way the Bearcats came out, but can't be happy about the ball getting into the hands of Brooklyn in the paint. What is that?
Agreed, Joe. Great energy coming out of the locker room. I mean, tip passes here and there, steals, fast breaks, but just not yielding as many points as I'm sure Coach K would like, with some careless passes of their own, some ill-advised dribbling, and just some easy steals for the Bulldogs.
Those are just mental errors that you hope are kept to a minimum, especially this point in the season with all your practice time and reps.
Castillo and Idea playing a little two-man game. Idea now open on the left wing for three. No good. Bacarella trying to fight for the rebound, outmatched by Anna Kitch. Here comes Estrella.
Estrella's turned the ball over many times with a no call.
Ania Daniel knocked down a three, and the game is tied at 34.
Well, she was wide open. That's got to concern Coach K.
Bacarella, dangerous pass to Leong. Gets it through. Bit of a body check on Leong. Foul Bulldogs, side out of bounds. I think we need to start seeing Leong get integrated back into the offense here. You've seen a lot of Idea. You've seen some Bacarella. Leong not getting many touches.
Your offense should start with Castillo getting a touch, and then after that, just getting a good shot selection.
Here's Idea, forced corner. Gets it to Leong. Going to reset the offense. Castillo high post, out to Idea. One more try. This time, no good. Rebound by Rafat.
Idea's not hitting, so they may have to go to a plan B.
Gutierrez to Kitch. Out of the corner, Aminia Daniel. Not that time from that corner. Morales caught ball watching, and that'll be a jump ball, staying with the Bulldogs. Coach K irate there, frustrated with the ball watching, and rightfully so, as that ball fell right in front of Morales there.
Well, that's been the story of the game.
Good hands by Castillo, stolen. Morales with the outlet pass to Bacarella, and she'll slow it down as the Bearcats are slow to get there. Castillo finds Idea to Leong. Back to Idea. And to Leong, back and forth we go. Now Castillo. Leong puts her head down. Stolen by Gutierrez. She's got a fast break by herself. Leong tries to help out. Gets it to Estrella. And a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs, just like that.
There's the turnovers on the part of Baruch.
This is where you hope to see Castillo get a little bit more aggressive. She's trying to find her teammates, and that's great. But Castillo needs to start looking to score herself. Here it is.
Rapid ball movement is what the Lady Bearcats have to do.
Castillo paying homage to Tim Duncan with the left elbow bank. Fundamentally sound, and that ties the game back at 36. Estrella gets open for a mid-range jumper, and she knocks it down.
You know, Castillo not known to use the glass from the outside.
Blocking foul called by Gutierrez, looking to get the flop call, not going to get it that time. Yes, on point that call.
Well, Castillo, you know, she's going to get the benefit of the doubt. She's the star.
Thorin Lewis checks in for Idea. She takes a seat. 5:09 left to go in this third quarter.
Idea just, you know, wasn't shooting well today. So Coach K is going to have to look for somebody off the bench to contribute.
Thorin Lewis gets it to Castillo, finds Morales. Morales to Bacarella, mid-range jumper. That's good. Some pretty sound offense to the Bearcats that time.
Hey, listen, Great form by Bacarella.
Kitch posts up Thorin Lewis, kicks it out, back to Estrella now. Drives in. And Rafat gets it to Estrella. Good hands by the Bearcats, stolen by Castillo. 1-on-3 now, here comes Leon with her. Hesitation dribble, goes up on the right side, no good. Rebound by Kitch. Tipped by Bacarella, and the Bearcats have numbers. Mid-range jumper for Castillo, left wide open, and she knocks it down and takes the lead back.
Well,
timeout, Brooklyn Bulldogs.
I hope Castillo takes Bacarella out for a meal later, because Bacarella made that happen.
Castillo no good on the right side. Bacarella heads up play, gets a tip of the ball, and right back to her for a second chance to make up for it.
We can't say enough about Bacarella. Her contribution to this team is in so many ways.
Coach K telling Castillo to stay aggressive, I assume?
To your point, Eddie, keep the pressure on and don't hurt yourself. Don't turn the ball over.
Aggressive not only on the offensive end, but the defensive end as well, as these defensive plays are creating opportunities on offense. When the Bearcats are able to get moving, it seems like Morales or Castillo or whoever are wide open when the other person gets doubled. It seems like the Bulldogs hawk to the ball.
Castillo has to keep her foot on the gas pedal. Again, I said, I know she's trying to be a good teammate, but this is the kind of game that she's going to have to take over.
Defensive pressure, active hands. Waldvogel couldn't handle the ball, but gets it out to Kitch. Now Rafat on the right post, and she knocks it down. My mistake, left block.
Well,
and she puts it up and in.
You know, that's a big post play for Brooklyn.
Leon pushing now. Finds Morales on the left side. Just couldn't squeeze it over the rim.
Eddie, Morales has got to contribute offensively.
Dior Dorsey drives in hard baseline. Too much body from Thorin Lewis. And that'll be a foul called. 40-40. Bearcats and Bulldogs, 3.5 left to go in this third quarter.
Every player on the court for Brooklyn can play. So a lot's being asked of Baruch's defense right now.
Danae McMillan checks in for Anna Kitch. Thorin Lewis will take a seat as Tandre McRae sees the floor for the second time tonight. Dorsey finds Waldvogel wide open for three on the right wing. No good. Morales grabs the rebound. Here comes Castillo looking to do it herself. Finds Leon on the outlet pass. Back to Castillo. McMullen gambles. Castillo takes advantage. Nice play. Castillo to Morales to McRae for an easy layup and a 2-point lead.
You know, Morales is a good player.
Waldvogel sees a double from Leon and Castillo. Bearcats unable to reset. That leaves our Rafat open in the corner. No good. Waldvogel fighting for the rebound. Now Leon and Daniel, and that'll be another jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Bearcats. Correction made by the refs. Correct call. 42-40 left to go. 3 minutes in this third quarter.
Well, offensively, it starts with Mia, and who's going to be the second option?
Bulldogs are bringing some serious pressure on the back half of the floor, so Castillo takes advantage. Trying to get to McRae there was Leon.
Yeah, Leon has got to be careful. This is a smart Brooklyn team.
McRae finds Castillo out on the out-of-bounds play. No good. Waldvogel looking to push now for the Bulldogs. Active hands from Castillo. Waldvogel takes a knee and gets back up without losing her dribble. Now Bacarella's active hands. Gets the loose ball. She's pushing. Loses it, picks it back up, finds Castillo. And the Bearcats reset. Now Leon, dribble penetration up. No good, but a foul is called as Leon with a smart heads-up play. We mentioned it earlier. One dribble penetration, pull up right away, defender on your back. It'll get you to the free throw line every time, Joe.
I'll tell you, I don't understand that that ball was down and it found a way to pop up. I really have to talk to the maintenance people here. This is very weird.
Bacarella with some active hands on the defensive end, getting the ball once again after Castillo's initial pressure.
What a delight that her dad sits so proudly at half court and gets to see Angela just play the game the right way.
Bacarella with only 4 points on the night, but letting her impact be known on the defensive end as Leon knocks down 2 free throws to extend the lead to 4.
Yeah. This is a critical time now. Baruch has to impose their will.
Estrella crosses over Castillo, gets it to Dolgen. Little step-through move, and gets it to fall. Castillo sees an immediate double. Morales rushing the pass to Leon, and it's stolen. And just like that, 2 points, and now free throws for the Bulldogs with some careless passing from Bearcats.
Brooklyn is too good a team if you're not efficient in your passing and your choices.
It looked like the full court press caught Castillo off guard. She turned her head, and next thing she knew, she had 3 bodies in front of her, hands in her face. Got it out to Morales, but Morales, now traditionally your most ball-handling player on the floor, rushed the pass to Leon, got it stolen.
Eddie, this is a real big test of a game for Baruch. We know they've been playing well, but Brooklyn can really play. They're all basketball players, irregardless of their one-loss record. They can play. So you got to be on top of your game if you're Baruch.
Estrella goes 0 for 2 from the line. Morales pulls down the rebound. Bearcats looking to make a push now. Here's Castillo, seeing single coverage, now double. Gets it to McRae, McRae to Morales. Morales puts the ball on the deck. Now to McRae, McRae puts it up and in, and a nice play by the Bearcats there.
Good find, good finish by McRae.
Castillo with some hounding defense. Active hands on the drive as well. Rebound by Morales. And the Bearcats looking to extend this lead to 6. Outlet pass to McRae. McRae gets a handle on it. Sees 2 bodies to Bacarella. Up through the bottom of the hoop. She gets it back. And gets it to Castillo. Castillo rushes the pass to McRae, and it's stolen. Some careless play here.
Again, Castillo in the lane. He's got to take the shot.
Dorsey now gets aggressive. Right hand scoop layup is good. Pretty move from Dorsey there. But no breaks. Leon looks to push the pace. And a take foul taken by the Bulldogs as their defense was not ready for that, still celebrating the previous play.
Eddie, I have to repeat myself. This is a crucial test for the Lady Bearcats. They don't play against teams every game that can really play basketball like Brooklyn. So as much as we think Baruch is good, we'll see if they're good.
Morales with a quick bounce pass to McRae, gets through, couldn't finish though. Leon step in, dribble, mid-jump, mid-range jumper is good.
Great.
She's letting her impact be known now.
Well, great dribble that freed her.
Arid pass by Estrella, forced but Castillo into the Brooklyn bench, and it's going the other way. Good active hands and energy by Castillo, clapping her hands as that ball sails into the 3rd row.
Castillo would, Brooklyn would want Castillo to be on their bench.
Leon calling out the plays here. Morales sets a screen for Castillo, wraps around baseline, sees 2 bodies. McRae wide open under the paint, doesn't get it to her. Instead it's Leon, pulls up for a mid-range jumper. No good, rebound by McRae, goes up quick.
Well, there's a foul, another no call. There was contact.
Being pleaded by Coach K there as well, but to no avail. 13 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. 48-44 Bearcats, looking to go into the 4th quarter with a 4-point lead. Dorsey to Estrella. Out to Dolgen for 3, no good. Second chance opportunity by McMullen.
Well,
and they cut the lead to 2 with a buzzer beater layup going into the 4th quarter,
Brooklyn
Joe.
wanted it more on that play, and that's got to concern Coach K. It's that effort thing again. Points in the paint.
Brooklyn felt the weight of that possession there going into the 4th quarter with a quick bucket, and I don't remember who had the ball first, but potentially Brooklyn ball compared to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, that's a punch to the gut when they score like that at the final buzzer, and you just you didn't put in the effort.
After a few good strings of defensive plays, nothing demoralizes a defense more than second chance points. So to
is
have it come at a buzzer beater as well.
To your point, Eddie, it's so hard to keep, as a coach, your players up mentally. You can't take a possession off in a game like this. Because I keep saying Brooklyn can play.
Leading scorers going into the fourth quarter is for the Baruch Bearcats. Mia Castillo with 17 and Leung with 13. And on the Brooklyn Bulldogs side, it's Estrella with 13, along with Kitch. We have not heard her name called very much since that first three of the third quarter.
Well, it's a 2-point game, but Baruch really has to focus and forget about some of the errors they made. Short memory. Right
Good
off the back.
defensive hands by Castillo, something we mentioned earlier, but stats to back it up. Bearcats, Morales with 2 steals, Bacarella with 5 steals and 1 block, and
Eddie,
Castillo with 4 steals, 2 blocks.
We're watching Castillo show that she could probably be a professional basketball player, because she's got it both ways on the court.
Dorsey finds Dolgen in the corner, blocked by Morales. Nice play there. It'll stay Bulldogs ball, but the defensive energy is through the roof, Joe.
I'm telling you, if Morales can contribute offensively, you got to find.
Dangerous pass in the middle of the paint to McMullen. Finds Dolgen. No good. Fight for the rebound. And it stays with the Bulldogs. Dorsey now with a mid-range jumper. Line drive off the glass. And too aggressive was Dorsey. Foul on the Morales rebound, and it'll stay Bearcats ball with 9.5 left to go.
Well, Morales and Bacarella are just putting together a highlight reel for themselves, doing, the things that just don't get attention paid to.
Morales with 3 stocks, steals and blocks. Bacarella with 6, along with Castillo 6. Morales finds Bacarella in the paint, takes a step after she catches the ball, but refs say no, that's a travel.
I thought she might have done a Euro step, but no, she
didn't put the ball on the floor. They say she lifted her pivot. It's going the other way. Nice play, nonetheless, but not according to the officials.
Well, Bacarella, is trying offensively to contribute.
Gutierrez, low post to McRae. Low post to Dolgen on McRae. She puts up a nice right hook, jump hook, and it falls. Some aggressive press from the Bulldogs now. Castillo finds McRae. McRae taking it herself. No, she kicks it out to Leung. Looking to slow down the pace now. Tied at 48, 8:51 left to go in this fourth quarter. Leung finds Castillo for mid-range jumper, no good. Morales chases it down. Offensive rebound resets the offense.
Well, they got to get out of the corner.
Bacarella, high post Morales. Morales out to Leung, looking to reset the offense once more. Tween takes the pick right side, finds Bacarella, blocked on the 3, chases her own, no, taken by McMullen.
Yeah, that was a tough possession, because the Bearcats ran out of room.
Ball going out of bounds, saved by Dorsey, right into the hands of Castillo. She's pushing the pace now, goes left side, right hand layup is good over McMullen, and the Bearcats take back that 2-point lead.
It's Castillo time, more than ever.
Clutch time means Castillo time as Estrella drives in on Castillo out to Dorsey. Dorsey mid-range jumper too far. Air ball caught by Dolgen. She puts it up, air ball of her own. And McRae with the rebound. This is Castillo's time now to do it herself. Finds Leung wide open on the left wing, decides to take it in. Weaves to the defense, finds Bacarella for an open mid-range jumper, and she knocks it down to extend the lead to 4.
Again, she's doing everything, and when she scores, it's just your night.
Coach K amping up his players on the defensive end now. Bacarella, along with Castillo, Leung, McRae, and Morales. This unit bringing them back. Coach K begging for a 3-second call, rightfully so, but to no avail. Here's Dolgen with a jab step, blocked by Castillo. Into the hands of Dorsey, now stolen by Castillo, going the other way. Running full sprint on Gutierrez, right side layup, it's good! Extending the lead to 6, timeout Bulldogs!
You're witnessing one of the great players in the country, not just Baruch, great play, coast to coast, by a great player.
You said it best, Joe. It's Castillo time. That it is. 7:07 left to go in this fourth quarter. She's doing it all herself. 54-48, Bearcats lead.
Well, also, I think the team has got a little boost because Bacarella is not only doing everything, but she's scoring. And like I said, I'm so happy that her dad is, at half court as he always is. And how proud does he feel watching just a great player in not your usual definition of great player. She's just, if you remember Dennis Johnson, may he rest in peace, just did all. And offense was just a plus if he scored. But a great defensive player, steals.
The defensive end bringing these Bearcats energy back as Coach K pleading with his team to keep up that defensive energy coming out of the timeout. Castillo now at 21 points, 5 steals, 3 blocks, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds.
But she's stepping up. And that last play was a highlight reel.
Absolutely stuffing the stat sheet.
Yeah, of her just like Saquon Barkley, taking it to the house.
Dorsey cross court to Daniel, wide open on the right wing. Ooh, roundabout, in and out, no good. Bacarella tracks down the rebound and a foul by Rafat as she dives at the legs of Bacarella. Bacarella, all she could do is laugh it off as she walks away.
Eddie, this is really taking on the form of a heavyweight fight. Baruch throwing punches, Brooklyn throwing punches. Who can withstand?
In comparison to the early matchup on January 8th, Joe, where the Bulldogs won easily 85-54, this is a completely different game for the Bearcats as Morales finds McRae and she puts it in for another 2.
Morales, very good game.
The game getting away from the Bulldogs now. Daniel couldn't handle the pass from Estrella and it goes out of bounds. Bearcats ball once again with an 8-point lead, 56-48.
Isn't it funny? Lack of effort hurt Bearcats. Increased effort, turning this game around.
Morales kicks it back out to Leon, and the energy is high now. The crowd, along with the Bearcats bench, is feeling it. Leon finds Castillo. Castillo looking to do it herself. Mid-range pull-up jumper. No good. The Bearcats now looking to make another defensive stand. Estrella drops it off to Kitch. She was hot early on. No good that time from 3, but second chance point opportunity for the Bulldogs. Cross court to Dorsey now.
I didn't think Kitch's shot was going to come down.
Good stand by McRae. Estrella takes the contact, puts it up and in to cut the lead to 6.
Estrella's a real ball player.
Dangerous pass from Castillo, gets it to Leon. Back to Castillo now. Right hand float on the left side. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by McRae. She puts it up and down.
First, via a little Steph Curry floater, and McRae has come up big for the Bearcats.
Some fantastic minutes off the bench from McRae with 8 points now to go along with 5 rebounds. She is bringing the energy on the glass tonight. Dorsey on the left wing, guarded by Bacarella. Offense slowing down now for the Bulldogs. Back out to Dorsey. Corner to Rafat for 3. No good. Rebound by Kitch. Met by McRae. She takes it back out to reset. Kitch finds herself wide open and she drills the 3 to cut the lead down to 5.
Well, that was not a good possession. The Lady Bearcats.
Miscommunication by the Bearcats leads to an open 3, and now Leon going the other way. He dribbles the ball off her own foot. And the ball will go back to the Bulldogs, with 4:49 left to go.
Yeah, Mia's going to have to calm her teammates down on the court.
Coach K is saying the same with his hand, saying, calm down, we have a 5-point lead. Stay consistent on defense, and the offense will come. Here's Estrella now, tipped by Castillo, and another steal for the Bearcats. Castillo running full head of steam. Foul called by Estrella, and she's going to the line. Castillo clapping in her ear. Amazing energy on the defensive end. Like we just said, Joe, the defense will lead to that offense. It will come. Stay active, active hands.
You know what?
Castillo tip, Leon steal, outlet to Castillo, let her do the rest.
Eddie, we haven't seen this side of me and Castillo. When, again, she puts her foot on the gas pedal and used to slow it up or pass. No. Tonight, I keep saying she's taking it to the house.
A rare miss from the free throw line for Castillo. She goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line to bring this lead back to 6. 4.5 left to go in this fourth quarter of the heavyweight battle between the Bulldogs and the Bearcats. Timeout, Bulldogs, as they would like to talk it over. Coach Megan Campbell looking to tell her team that the game is not far out of reach.
Well, I think with 4:27, it comes down to Mia Castillo and how she's going to finish. And I think if you're Brooklyn, you're looking to the fact that you have to stop arguably one of the best players in the country. That's a tall task, Eddie, for any team. But right now it's for the Brooklyn Bulldogs.
4:27 left to go in this heavyweight battle. Exciting game. Definitely going to come down to the finish, Joe. 59-53 Bearcats lead. Side out of bounds for the Bulldogs.
Crowd's been into it, Eddie. We got a nice crowd tonight.
Absolutely, a good crowd tonight for the women's game. Expecting some more to trickle in for the men's game. Coming up at 7:30. But for now, the exciting matchup between Brooklyn and the Bearcats. She steps on the half-court line. No call by the officials. Bail out for the Brooklyn Bulldogs. Well, as they get to Rafat in the paint, she hits the deck and a travel's called. Maybe a makeup call, Joe, nonetheless. Bearcats ball.
That pass by Brooklyn was tipped, so it was not a backcourt.
I think what Coach K was alluding to was that she had gotten possession. Whoa, errant pass from the Bearcats and an easy 2 for Daniel.
They gotta get
just like that.
They got to get the ball to Castillo.
Castillo pushing the pace now to McRae. Quick pass, tipped, and out of bounds of the Bulldogs. So stay Bearcats ball. What I was saying there, Joe, was it looked like Daniel had caught the ball before the half-court line, had possession, and then lost her balance and fell behind the half-court line. No call by the officials. Nonetheless, 4-point lead for the Bearcats with 3:50 left to go in this fourth quarter.
Well, it's Castillo needing to get the ball somehow.
Leon to Bacarella, back to Leon. Castillo being face guarded by Gutierrez, now letting her out of her sight. Errant pass by McRae, and it goes out of bounds for Morales.
You know what, Eddie? Castillo did not touch the ball in that possession.
Castillo being face guarded by Gutierrez, as previously mentioned, did not make an effort to break free.
Brooklyn has got to prove that they can stop Castillo.
Castillo, pressure on Estrella now. Screen by Rafat, frees Estrella, goes middle of the paint, no good. Rebound by McRae. Here comes Castillo now, looking to do it herself. Drives left side. Gutierrez on her. Too much body, that's a foul. That'll send Castillo back to the free throw line.
One of the things Mia's going to have to add to her game as she continues this incredible career is relying on her left hand to really get to the basket more effectively.
Agreed, Joe. It looked like she had the left side there, gone up left, maybe would have been less contested. Nonetheless, foul called. She knocks down the first.
And it's all good, it's just making adjustments to your game and increasing, your stock as she, God willing, gets a chance to play professionally.
That one rims in and out for Castillo, and the lead remains at 5. Bearcats lose sight of Kitch. She finds Gutierrez to Estrella, now back out to Daniel. She hit one earlier and rattles in another to cut the lead down to 2 with 2:57 left to go in this exciting fourth quarter. To a handsy was Daniel there, and Castillo gets fouled, and now will put the Bearcats into the bonus for more free throws, Joe.
Brooklyn is not going away, by no means. Now, having said that, when the Bearcats get the ball, Mia is going to have it. Either on the line or some type of shot.
That's right, Joe. We hear it time and time again when the game's on the line, put the ball in your best player's hands.
And if you don't, you're really, making this more difficult than it is. You have the luxury of having a player like Castillo. You just have to, let her take you to the finish line.
As Castillo goes 2 for 2 from the line to extend this lead to 4. Coach K calls a timeout to try and get one more defensive stand out of these Baruch Bearcats.
Well, let Brooklyn have to earn, what they want to do. Don't give them an easy basket. Please contend. You know what the problem is? A 3 now. I know you don't want to give up a 2 if you're Baruch, but don't give them 3.
It's a 2-possession game right now. Bulldogs ball. The last thing you want to see is a Kitch 3, is a Daniel 3, especially with nobody on them.
Right. That just gives you agita, really.
3-point shooters for the Bulldogs thus far have been Kitch, Estrella, Daniel. No one else has proven to be a true threat tonight.
But Brooklyn's had collective opportunities from everybody.
Estrella looking to push the pace now. Finds Gutierrez out to Kitch. That dangerous 3 we just mentioned blocked off by Bacarella. Kitch nowhere to go now. Gets it to the high post to Estrella. Finds Rafat for a mid-range, no good. Good box out by Castillo and a foul called on Melissa Leong as Gutierrez is fighting for position. They say Leong was a little too strong in fighting there. It'll stay Bulldogs ball even though they missed.
Yeah, Leong battling underneath. Call went against him.
It's a good fight there. Unfortunately did not lead to the Bearcats with the ball. As Estrella finds Rafat once again on the other side of the baseline now. Sizes up McRae, dribbles in, spins left side towards baseline. Nice move, no finish though. As she hits the deck, Morales should look to push the pace now with some numbers.
That was a great post move.
Coach K begging Castillo to go get the ball as she does so. 2:15 left to go and a 4-point lead for the Bearcats. Morales in the high post. Castillo not making an effort to get the ball just yet. Now she does. Dribbles in on Estrella. By 2, now 3 defenders up, no good. Rebound by McRae. Drops it off to Castillo, but a little too late as McRae travels.
That was just no position for McRae to do anything. But you know what, Eddie? Good clock management by the Lady Bearcats. That's their friend, the clock.
Castillo now on Estrella. 1:52 left to go in this 4th quarter. Estrella looking for Rafat on the right post. Dangerous pass into the paint, stolen by Morales. Here come the Bearcats. Castillo leading the charge, finds Morales, tipped out of bounds by Daniel. It'll stay Bearcats ball. Dangerous pass from Castillo.
Castillo threw it to traffic. She's going to have to, the Bearcats, Eddie, work the clock. 25 seconds, no rush. You're up 4.
Coach K telling Castillo to take it herself that time. Or at least I believe so. Here's Leong now with Daniel, juicing the clock. Finds Bacarella in the mid-range. She knocks it down. Coach K begging for a foul to no avail, but doesn't matter as Bacarella knocks down the long 2.
Bacarella and Castillo getting it done when needed.
Estrella crosses up. Bacarella follows up for a mid-range, no good. McRae with a good box out, but doesn't get her eyes on the ball. Foul called on Morales for a push on the rebound attempt. 6-point lead still for the Bearcats with 1:03 left to go in this 4th quarter. Staying Bulldogs ball. Coach K telling his team no threes. Don't let them back into this game with an easy shot here. Good defense out of bounds, and a Kitch top of the key. Bacarella in her face. Gets a screen from Rafat, pulls up for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound is Morales that comes up with it. Diving on the floor are the Bearcats, and Bulldogs stays with Brooklyn.
Morales didn't have to pass.
Picked up by Kitch. He's looking to pull up once again. The undersized Leong on her. Dangerous pass to Estrella as Gutierrez hits the deck. 40 seconds left to go. 15 on the shot clock. Estrella taking her time here. I'm sure the Bearcats don't mind. Estrella sizing up now. Gets the pick from Kitch. pulls up for a deep step back three. She knocks it down, and a big shot from Estrella. Good defensive possession, but she drills it from deep.
What did I tell you, Eddie? Brooklyn can play. They can play.
Impressive play by Estrella there, trusting herself. Took a lot of time off the clock, though, Joe. I think there's no shot clock left. It looks like the Bulldogs will be forced to foul.
Yes, but those are the kind of things you dream about as a young player. Hitting a shot like that, you know, with a lot at stake. Now, the thing is, Coach K should put in all his good shooters with 28 seconds, because there will be trips to the foul line.
Joe, despite the impressive defensive possession, an even more impressive shot by Estrella. Sizing up her defender, gets a screen from Rafat. After being cut off on the left side, decides to just step back even further and lets it fly. Knocks it down. Now, if you're the Bearcats, you obviously look to get the ball to Castillo.
Yeah, but listen, we said it a lot. Baruch is playing against a very good team that can play basketball in every aspect. And I'm so impressed that Baruch is up. They found a way.
Now the most important part, Idea inbounds into Castillo, and she'll head to the free throw line. For the Bearcats, their best free throw shooter.
Not too much time went off the clock. So this 27.3 will be a free throw contest.
Castillo, the Bearcats' second best free throw shooter. She's 79% from the free throw line with 109 attempts. Only behind Lola Idea with 8 attempts and 8 makes, shooting 100% from the line. So put the ball in your best player's hands when it matters most, right, Joe?
Well, the thing about it is Castillo is going to kind of put her stamp on this game. But let's not forget Morales, Bacarella, McRae, Young, they all contributed.
Castillo goes 2 for 2 from the line, extending this lead to a 2-possession game. 66-61 Bearcats, 22 seconds left to go. Estrella calling out for 2 screens now, gets them both. Taking her time, however. Estrella with Morales on her, goes right side, drops it off to Daniel. Daniel taking a lot of time here. Are the Bulldogs. Estrella finally pulls up for 3, air ball. Rebound by Rafat, and she puts it in. Back to a 3-point lead with 5.8 left to go in this game.
Jose, Estrella, Eddie, has been allowed to get away with turning the ball over throughout the game. And, you know, that's got to concern you because she's a very good player, but she's been allowed to turn it over. And, again, that's between the referees and their judgment.
If you're Coach Campbell for the Bulldogs, you like the idea of getting a good shot off. Whether they did there on that possession or not is up for debate. However, with 5.8 left to go on the clock, you can only use so much time to find that shot. At a certain point, you got to let it go.
Well, Castillo's got to get the ball because she's going to go to the foul line. You want her at the foul line.
Here's Castillo now, gets the ball in the right corner, does not have to go anywhere with 5 seconds left to go, and she's fouled by Estrella.
So, you know, this is about it, but it's how you want it to be. In the hands of your star. And what a game he has had.
3.9 left to go for the Bearcats and their 3-point lead. Coach Gay confirms with the officials the Brooklyn Bulldogs with no timeouts remaining, so Castillo misses the first free throw to keep this at a 1-possession game.
Where the heck is the maintenance people? My goodness.
Pressure on for Castillo. The second one does not drop. No timeouts for the Bulldogs. Outlet pass, half-court heave, no good. And the Bearcats come out of a hard-fought win against the Brooklyn Bulldogs, led by Mia Castillo, leading the charge. 27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 6 steals from Castillo to lead the charge.
Eddie, big time win for the Lady Bearcats because unlike teams they played Brooklyn can play ball. When you go to the park and you choose up, you want ball players on the side so you can stare at the court all day. Brooklyn has those players. So the fact that the Bearcats come away from the victory is a huge feather in their cap going forward. It wasn't the prettiest game, Eddie, but the Bearcats did enough to get this win, which is not easy. And if you're in Baruch Nation, you've got to feel very good about this team, what they're doing, where they're going, Ed.
The Brooklyn Bearcats 66-63 win over the Brooklyn Bulldogs to tie the season series at 1 apiece. That pushes the Bearcats to 9-9 on the season overall, 6-2 within the conference, and we know that that's what matters most at the end of the season, Joe.
Listen, every game is going to have a different script, and Brooklyn knew what they were getting, and Baruch knew what they were getting, and Mia had her stats, but again, this whole Brooklyn, Bacarella, McRae, Lissa, Morales, everybody had their stamp at some point on this attack and win. And I know Coach K is going to point out a lot of negativity, but thank the lucky stars, you've got to win.
A very entertaining game from start to finish, Joe. The Bearcat ladies face off against CCNY this Friday, January 31st at 5 p.m. Eastern. That'll be your matchup for next game.
Another heavyweight fight, Eddie. CCNY. It's not going to be easy, Ed, because this is CUNY, and that's great. Basketball at a high level here in New York.
The Lady Bearcats hitting their stride at the right time this season. 66-63 final. Baruch Bearcats come out on top in this highly exciting matchup between the Bearcats and the Brooklyn Bulldogs. You are watching the Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting YouTube channel. Coming up next, the Baruch Bearcats men's team versus the Brooklyn Bulldogs men's basketball team, and another heavyweight battle.
Well, the men's game is going to be must-see TV because they're on a streak, Eddie. They're on Nicholson, we know that, but he's been getting tremendous help. And Coach Alisi, one of the best coaches around, veteran, has won a ton. Every game, this team, the men, are getting better, and they're all coming together, and they're really looking to not just be about Nicholson, but also get ready to really have a first unit, second unit capable of righting the ship, which is a luxury.
Please stay with us or join us at 7:30 for the Baruch Bearcats versus the Brooklyn Bulldogs men's basketball matchup at 7:30. We'll be right back. You're watching the Baruch Bearcats YouTube channel from the Arc Arena.